Okay, now I'm going to show you a bit about Psych K. I've never taken the course. I'm not certified in it or anything, but Psych K is a way to, and you really need two people to do this, but you can, I'll show you how you can do it on your own. Okay, Psych K is a way to communicate directly with the subconscious through kinesiology or muscle response testing. Okay, so what you do is you have a person stand up, put their arm out, and then you test them to see if they're strong, and that means they're in balance. If they're weak, then they need to do this, or a lion, which is yoga, where you stick your tongue all the way out, open your mouth all the way up, and put your head and eyes all the way back like this for 10 seconds, okay? And then test again, and that will balance the body out. A way to check to see if your body is in balance is to take your hands like this, line up the lines in your hands and in your little fingers, slowly close, and if it's even, you're in balance. If it's uneven, you're not, and you need to do this or the lion, okay? So you need to do that first when you're working with two people. Then you can ask, okay, so you can ask yes and no questions. Now you can test anything. You can take a piece of music, like if you take rap and just listen to it, or take the CD and hold it to your belly, you can test, and it'll be weak because that music weakens you. Anything that weakens you, once it comes into your auric field, either through vibration of sound or any other way, you holding it, or it being there, it will weaken you. Food, you can test food this way too. Take a cheeseburger from McDonald's and put it here, and your hand's going to go boom, like that. Take a head of lettuce or an apple and put it there, and you're going to be strong, okay? So you can ask a person questions, like a good way to test would be, say, my name is David, and ask them to say, my name is David, while you push, and they resist, okay? So I'll go, my name is David, and I'll be strong, and then I'll say, my name is Shirley, and I'll be weak. Subconscious can't lie, see, okay? So you can test many, many things there. Now, you'll have to figure this out on your own or get someone to work with you, because I don't know if you can see my legs, but you want to have your legs crossed. You got to figure out which way is the right way to cross your legs. It's one way or the other. Same with your hands, either this way or that way. Okay, now I know mine are this way because of how it feels. Simply by that, okay? I've never had them tested. So what you want to do is to have someone test you, test to see, put your arm out, okay? To test and see if you're in balance, okay? And if you're strong. And then once you get that established, put your legs one way, test, the other way, test, and you might need to do this a couple times and figure out which way is stronger. Once you figure out the strong way, that's the way you want to cross your legs when you do this, okay? The same with the hands, okay? The hands can just go like this, okay, and then push on them, and then reverse them and push on them until you figure out which one is stronger, okay? So then this, when you get these together like this, what you're doing is you're joining the right and left hemisphere. So this is, excuse me, this is what I've been told, how this works, okay? Then you can do an affirmation. Now you can, if you're working with somebody, you can do something like, I am prosperous, okay? A better one to start with would be, I attract great wealth into my life, okay? And then have them test, and it's going to be weak, okay? Now you can, then what you can do is get yourself in the position, okay? And just in your mind, sit and say that to yourself. until you feel a shift. For me, and I'm sure it's different with everybody, when I get that fulfilling breath or a yawn, then the subconscious has accepted it. Okay? Then you test again, say it again while they push. I don't know if I'll try this side just in case you can't see that side. Say it again while they push. Okay? I attract great wealth into my life, and if it'll be strong, or if it's strong, then that you've just replaced that negative program in your subconscious with the positive one. Okay, you've gone from I don't attract great wealth into my life to I attract great wealth in my life. Okay, so that's it. Now what I've done on myself is I simply started about probably 3 years ago or so, maybe 4. When I go to bed at night, I get myself into positions, and you don't necessarily have. You can lock your arms like this, you can go like this, or you can just simply cross them like that. Okay, just have to cross like that. Same with your legs. You just have to cross them. Okay, like this. I don't know if this is coming out. Okay. So you cross at the ankles, you cross at the wrists, okay? And then you can make up, just say them at night. Start figuring out, find them on the internet, figure out your own. One I used for quite a while was, I am always, and then I would shift that with we, as meaning I am God, I am universe, we're doing this together as one. We, or I, am always attracting, creating, and manifesting major life-altering experiences and events which bring only great wealth, riches, prosperity, abundance, peace, joy, unconditional love, loving, awaken, aware people, whatever you want to put after that, into my life, and then end it with into my life. Okay? And I did that a lot, and I manifested quite a few life-altering experiences. So you can play with that on your own. Go to YouTube. There's more information on Site K. You can dig into it if you want to learn more on it. But that's a great way. You can have fun with people too with this, with the muscle response testing, and tell them that you can communicate directly with their subconscious mind and do some of those things. And maybe you want to say, have them do, I attract my ideal soulmate into my life, and it'll be weak, or or I am prosperous, or I'm rich, or I am wealthy, and you can demonstrate that that's not in there, and they're never going to be that until they shift this. You can play with different names, have them say their name, and then say it's a guy like me, say my name is Shirley, and it'll be weak. You can do it with music too. If you have a coworker that keeps listening to rap or any music that screamo rock, I call it, which is very harsh on the system. You can test them for that if they'll cooperate. Don't expect them to change though. Watch my video on how to not want to change people, because people are asleep and doing their thing in that unconscious state, and there's the only thing that we can really do about it is work on ourselves, becoming more radiant with our love. And if you watch my videos, I show you the most effective, easiest, and quickest way to move into that. Okay? Alright, that should cover that. Let's go.